In this video, we will show you how to replace your front inner tie rod end on this Ford Fusion. This is part of your front steering and suspension located behind your front wheels. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing we have to do is safely raise and support the front of the vehicle so the wheel's off the ground. After that, continue on to removing all 5 of your 19mm lug nuts and we can get the wheel off of here. With the wheel out of the way, we can follow the steering knuckle across the outer tie rod end to where it connects to your inner tie rod end in your bellows boot area. In between the inner and the outer, you're going to find a 21mm jam nut. Go ahead and break this free. We only need to separate it from the outer tie rod end. Now we'll follow that outer tie rod end back towards the knuckle and the brakes here. You can see a 21mm mounting nut. Now we can start removing our 21mm nut that holds our outer tie rod end to the steering knuckle. It's common when removing this nut that the outer tie rod end stud spins in the knuckle. If that's the case, you could apply upward pressure. I'll just be using a pry bar. Alright, at this point this is nice and loose. I'm going to tap on the knuckle here, attempting to break this free. Once it does, we can remove the mounting nut from this area. Quick inspection, set it aside. We can pull the tie rod out of the knuckle, and now we'll continue on to unscrewing it from the inner tie rod end. While doing this, we're going to count the amount of turns it takes to remove it. 1, 2, and so on. My application took 26 turns. Your results may vary. Go ahead and take that number down. A quick inspection and we'll set this aside. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and remove the jam nut from the inner tie rod end. For this, we're just going to hold on to the inner tie rod end. You can use some locking pliers or whatever you might happen to have and a 21mm to remove the nut. Can start removing the bellows boot. On the outer portion here, it has a small squeezable clamp. You can use pretty much any type of pliers for this. Slide it right off of there. Now we'll follow the bellows boot in towards the power steering rack, and you're going to find an area where you have a single time use clamp. For this clamp, it's easiest to remove if you just rest a pry bar directly against it and then tap on the pry bar with a hammer, breaking it free, and then you can recycle this clamp properly. Take hold of the bellows boot, give it a slight twist, breaking it free from the power steering rack and the inner tie rod end. There it is, friend. Now we can start removing the inner tie rod end from the power steering rack. There's several different inner tie rod end tools that you can use, including just using a pair of long pliers. For me personally, I'm just going to use this inner tie rod end tool, which I'm going to attach along this inboard side of the inner tie rod end, and we'll start turning this counterclockwise to remove it. There it is, friend. With the inner tie rod end out of place, the next thing you need to do is clean and inspect the power steering rack, ensuring there's no miscellaneous damage. If you see any fluid making its way out of the power steering rack all the way inboard there, typically that means the seal is bad and you'd want to replace the power steering rack. Ours looks fine. Now we can install our brand new inner tie rod end. Let's get this aligned. We'll start it in by hand and snug it up. Once you feel as though you have it bottomed out by hand, you need to continue snugging this with your inner tie rod end tool. It needs to be secure. Just snug this up here. When tightening this, you never want to use an impact tool. Essentially, we're just taking it a tiny bit further than where we had bottomed it out by hand, ensuring it's properly secured. Let's remove our tool. Continuing from here, take hold of the shaft of the inner tie rod end. We're going to pivot this down temporarily. In your inner tie rod end kit, you're going to find that it came with a small packet of lubricant. We want to use that lubricant in this ball and socket area. Just keep a tiny bit at the end, and I'll show you where we'll be using that. Just spread this around with a gloved finger. You can also use a rag if necessary. Now, continuing with that lubricant, if you are looking at the inner tie rod end, you're going to find a groove in the shafted area. That's where your boot is going to sit. We'll just apply a tiny amount here. This will help the alignment professional in the end. Now we can install our power steering rack Bellows boot. When installing this, we're going to slide it over the inner tie rod end all the way to the power steering rack. After starting it over the power steering rack mounting point, go ahead and hold it in place with a clamp or even a wire tie. Now that I have it inserted, I'm just going to feel all the way around to make sure it's completely seated before installing the clamp or wire tie. Since I'll be using a wire tie, I'm going to create a circle here. We're not going to tighten this in any way. We'll slide this right on over the Bellows boot all the way down to the end and hold it in place. Just double check to make sure we're in the proper seating point all the way around. Now we can tighten this up and trim off the excess. Once you feel as though you have the boot in place, continue on securing it on the outboard side. You can use a clamp or a wire tie. Double check, make sure your Bellows boot is completely secured. Continuing from here, we'll use a tiny bit of anti-seize on the threaded area. Now we can install our jam nut. We're going to bring this approximately halfway down the threads. Now we can install our outer tie rod end. We're going to install this the same amount of rotations it took to remove it. All right, it started on. There's 1, 2, and so on. Install your mounting nut. Once you have that nut started on there, we'll snug it up and then torque it to 111 foot-pounds. it's time to tighten the jam nut. When doing this, it's a good idea to hold onto the outer tie rod end so it does not pivot on you while you continue tightening the jam nut. Now it's time to install our front wheel. We'll get this in place. Start on all 5 of our 19mm lug nuts. Once we have them bottomed out, get the wheel safely back on the ground and torque each of them to 100 foot-pounds. With the wheel safely back on the ground, we'll be torquing these in a crisscross manner to 100 foot-pounds. Now that you've finished the installation, get yourself safely down to your local alignment shop.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.